Yesterday lecture we had discussed on the some determinants of this price elasticity of a demand. Now today we discuss for about the concept of a supply. Already we had discussed, we have studied the concept of a demand. विद्यार्थी फारच कमी आहेत आज. Yes, what is the reason behind? Very few students are present. ठीक आहे, बाकीचे विद्यार्थी जॉईन होतील पाठीमागे. आपण कंटिन्यू करूया. So the concept of a demand we have studied. Then some assumptions of this law of demand. Then some types of a elasticity of a demand. What are the determinants of this demand? Yeah, determinants of a price elasticity of a demand we are studying. Now today we discuss for about the concept of a supply. Because of a demand and supply is very important in economics. Because of the market condition, the demand and supply plays significant role in a circular flow of economics. So what is the meaning of the supply? Supply can be defined as a schedule which shows the various amounts of a product which a producer is willing and able to produce and available for make a sale in the market at each specific price and a set of possible prices during the specified period of time, so that it refers to as supply. The definition, very simple definition. The supply is defined as a schedule which shows the various amount of a products which producer is willing and able to produce and make available for a sale in the market at each specific price. In a set of possible prices during some specified time of period. We are doing specified period of time. A very simple thing in this definition of this supply. Supply is a schedule which shows the various amounts of a products. Various amounts of a products which producers is willing and able to produce and make available for a sale. Make available for a sale in market at each specified price in a set of possible prices during the specified period of time. So remember that the concept of the supply, it indicates that the various amounts of a products, so which producer is willing and able to produce, so that the producers and manufacturers are willing and able to produce and make available for sale in market at a specified price. Specified price means what are the price is there by considering some expenses incurred during the production and operational systems, so that the producers decide that how much price of the product. That's why a set of possible prices by considering the all expenses incurred in a production and operational system, so that prices during specified period of time, so that demand and supply is also a relative term, because of this demand and supply which are related to time and price. You always remember that, because of a demand, time is very important thing, and time, how this time plays significant role, because of a by consideration of a how much cost of the product, so that time aspect is one of the important thing in terms of determine the price of the products. So normally the higher the prices, greater is the supply. Higher the prices, the greater is the supply, and lower the prices, lower the supply. Because of this is because of high stock, because of a high prices lead to high profit, right? And hence increase the supply. So that the stock is the total amount of a commodity which can be brought into the market for a sale at a short notice. A supply means the quantity which is actually brought in the market. For example, of perishable commodities like a vegetable, fish, eggs, then a supply and stocks are the same, because of supply and stock are the same in terms of perishable commodities like fruits and vegetables. So because of whatever is in stock must be disposed of. The commodities which are not perishable can be held back if the prices are not favorable. If the price is high, larger quantities are offered by the seller from their stock. And if the price is low, only small quantities are brought out for sale. In a short, stock is potential supply. Right? Stock is a potential supply. Remember that in this concept of a supply, so that the demand and supply is also a relative term which are correlated to each other and which can be brought into the market for the sale and at a short notice. And a supply means quantity which is actually brought in market. So remember that the supply is depends upon this demand, and the demand is depends upon the preference and priority of a consumer or customers. So that this is a concept of this supply. Because of a supply is there, supply and demand. If demand is a rise, so that supply also rise. At that time, if the supplying of these goods and services to consumer, so that's why they're having some stock regarding to providing some materials. Example, like in a production and operational system. So as a producers, as a producers are willing to purchase the raw materials and orders toward the suppliers. The role of supplier is there as per the requirement, as per the configuration, to supplying the materials towards producers. And the producers are willing and able to produce and make available for a sale in market at each specified price in a set of possible prices during the specified period of time. So this is a concept of supply. Remember that the supply is the normally higher the price, greater is the supply, and lower the price, lower the supply. This is because of high price leads to high profit, hence increased supply in market. Now, in this table, so the law of supply. So supply as a functional relationship, right? Supply as a functional relationship with price. So in this table of a market supply schedule for commodity X, first column prices of X goods, prices in rupees per unit, and quantity supplied in units. So in this table, when the price is low, when the price of this commodity is low as rupees 10 per unit, so that there is a no units of the commodity X are offered for the sale. So as a price rises, the amount of supplied to rises. So when the price is high, right? When the price is high, like 40 rupees per unit, so 400 units of the commodity X are offered for the sale. This means that, Shivani, mute your cell phones. So that this means that the prices falls, quantity of supplied also falls, and as the prices rise, increase, quantity supplied also rises. So this is a law of supply. Yes, are you getting this law of supply? With the help of this table, you can understand the law of supply. So remember that when you find the law of when you find the supply, the statement of the supply of this law, remember that with the help of this table, you can understand it. So first column, the prices of X commodity in rupees per unit and quantity of the supply. What are your observations regarding to this, both of these columns in table, so that the prices of the X goods rupees per unit is increased from 10, 20, 30 and 40. So that whatever the quantity supplied in units is like 0, 100, 200 and 400. So it means that when the prices is low as rupees 10 per unit, so that no units of the commodities X are offered for sale. And as the prices rises, the amount of the supplied to rises. So that when the prices is high from 10 to 40, so that supply is also a high from 0 to 400. Ultimately, this means that the price falls, quantity supplied also falls, and prices rises, the quantity supplied also rises. So this is the law of supply. The law of supply, very important thing in a law of supply. The prices commodities rises, supply is extended, and prices of this commodity is false, supply is false. Remember that with the help of these diagrams, you can indicate that the supply curve. So remember that in the x-axis and y-axis, the graphical representation of this law of supply. X-axis, there is a quantities are there, and y-axis, the prices are there. So in this graphical representation, the quantity supplied per time period is measured on the horizontal axis, and price rupees per unit of commodities x on y on vertical axis. So in this figure, Q1 quantity 2, 1, quantity 2, and quantity 3. It means that if the prices is increased, जैसे कि अपन पहले 10, 20, 30, 40, same the quantity of the supply is 0, 100, 200, and 400. Same thing, the prices is rise, so that quantity will also increase. P1, Q1. P मतलब price. Price is increased. Price of the X commodities increase. P1 to P2, the quantity also increase. Q1 to Q2. P2 to P3, so that quantity also increase from Q2 to Q3. It means that the law of supply, it indicates that the price of the goods is increased, so automatically quantity for the sale is also increased. So whatever curve is there, the curve is a upward direction, so that the curve is refers to as a supply curve. जसं आपण डिमांड कर्व पाहिलं होतं ना, तसं सप्लाय कर्व पण असतं. इथे लक्षामध्ये म्हणजेच काय, जर एखाद्या कमोडिटीची प्राइस इन्क्रीज झालेली असेल तर क्वांटिटी ऑफ इट सेल इज ऑल्सो इन्क्रीज, राइट. if the quantity of the if the prices of the product is low from P3 to P2, P2 to P1, the quantity also less in demand in market, Q3 to Q2 and Q2 to Q1. So whatever curve is there, the curve is upward in direction, so that the curve it refers to as a supply curve. Yes, are you getting the law of supply? Very important thing. समजलं कसं करणार law of supply? Factors determining elasticity of the supply. जसं आपण पाहिलं factors determining elasticity of the demand. Same तसंच आहे factors determining elasticity of the supply. सगळ्यांना लॉ ऑफ सप्लाय समजलेला आहे का? यस, लॉ ऑफ सप्लाय तुम्हाला विचारलं जाऊ शकतं. बिफोर वी हॅड डिस्कस